morning. It is the last half day in Universal. We have to be back at the hotel for around about 2:30 to get our Uber to the airport. It is Saturday the 10th of December. The lows today are 16 and highs of 26, so it's been pretty consistent all the way through. And it's full sun today as well. We are in Islands of Adventure. Me and Adam are sat waiting for the kids. They've gone back on the Hulk coaster, which is what you can hear in the background. Everybody's screaming. It goes most of the way around this area. We've already done our online check-in for the airport. At our end, we have got weather warnings. It's full of snow, so they said they might not, like my mum's been sending messages and pictures that flights landing at Manchester, which is where we're going, might get directed somewhere else because of the runways are full of snow or ice, or they're just not landing there. So we might get diverted to somewhere else. So with that, we told the kids that we had received an email that we were allowed to use both desks at the airport, so the regular check-in and the upper class check-in, because they were going to sort our bags out, thinking that the bags might get sent to, if we're being directed somewhere else, that the bags would be sent somewhere else. So we've got away with that so far. But one thing I have completely forgotten is we get access to the lounges at the airport, so I don't know how we're going to get around that yet, other than I'll maybe tell them that we have been directed to somewhere, and as a sorry, we are allowed access to the club. I don't know how we're going to do it yet, but I've got a few hours to think about it. We bought hot dogs for dinner that supposed to come with a side of curly fries, so I don't know if this is what they're called, curly fries. And the saddest looking hot dog you've ever seen. It's pretty much like 3 times the amount of bread to this skinny little hot dog. Finished our hot dogs and found a tiny little black hair in our chips, so we quickly left, and now we're already planning our next snack, because me and Adam shared one, so it didn't fill us up very much. So we're on our way to go and get some ice cream and drinks.
Hey, you might want to take a step back. La 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 la. La 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 la. I did warn her. La, 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 la. Why are you talking to my foot? And why are you smelling my foot? What's wrong with you? For drastic measures. Stop smelling my foot! Oh no! I like it. I do. I like the fact that you don't know. I don't know either, but I'm glad you're back.
Today has just been a multitude of failures, one after the other. We decided to go and get some dinner. Well, you saw we had that really sad looking hot dog that me and Adam shared, and a hair in our chips. So we decided, because we'd only had half a hot dog, that we were still hungry. So I found an ice cream place in Seussland that did pieces of brownie with vanilla ice cream, and what else did it have?
All sorts of ice cream, brownies, waffle cones.
In a waffle cone. So we walked all the way halfway around the park to get to it, and they changed the menu. So I found all the information on the app, because they keep telling you to download the app and use it, but the app is useless. I will save that for a whole other video. But we got to the ice cream shop, and they weren't actually selling ice cream, they were selling holiday specials for the Grinch. So it was hot chocolate. Hot chocolate, it's roasting, nobody's wanting hot chocolate. Adam was thirsty, so he went to a lemonade stand to get a slushie. It was pure ice, there was no slush, like you couldn't even suck it up your straw, it was just pure ice. So he couldn't drink that and ended up throwing it away. So because we couldn't get our slushies, we couldn't get our ice cream, I decided to queue up and finally get a churro that we've been eyeing up on all the stands. So I stood in the queue for absolutely ages to get the churro. Finally got it, and it was solid. There was no inner to the churro, it was just a solid stick, too hard to eat, very crunchy, none of that soft stuff that you usually get on the inside. So we ended up giving it to Abby because Abby would happily eat anything. So we've decided to come back to the hotel and collect our bags early because we think we'd rather be at the airport right now than be at Universal. So the kids have just done Hulk for the last time and they're on their way to come and meet us to collect our bags and make it to the airport. A few things have changed. We got to the airport and 2 minutes into the drive we got a text to say that our flight had been cancelled, but I couldn't check any of the links because we don't have any internet whilst we were in the car until I got to the airport. Also, I'm sorry if I'm shouting, my ear popped in the airport and it hasn't unpopped, so all I can hear is my own voice and my own breathing. It sounds like I'm shouting. So we had to stand in a very long queue to find out what happens next. We could either cancel our flight, get a refund and try to book another flight from another provider and get home, i.e. Aer Lingus. It was cancelled because Manchester's plane coming in took too long to de-ice because, like I said, we've got a lot of snow at home at the moment, which meant that it got in too late and then the staff are not allowed to work certain hours. So then they moved us to a flight on the 12th, which is actually Monday. So it's Saturday today, no flights on Sunday, and then there's a flight that we've been booked on Monday. So what we had to do is either accept that flight or cancel. So we accepted the flight and they have put us up in the Hilton, which is in between where we've just stopped. So we stopped at Universal and a hotel at Disney, and we're kind of in between next to the airport. And we've just got here, we've just signed into the Hilton. We've only got one night at the moment though. We have no plans for tomorrow because Virgin said they might sort us out, or they're trying to sort us out. So I will give you a little whiz round of our Hilton room, our third hotel of the trip. Just came in through this door, the bathroom is right on the side. We have a huge big mirror. I am in my last outfit, so I'm hoping the clean outfits are in the suitcase and they're not too creased. But we have a sink, toilet, shower, bath together. Out here we've got another big long mirror. We have storage in here with ironing board and iron hangers. And then we have 2 big double beds and then Adam. We did actually get given 2 rooms, but we might as well just use one because we don't really need the other one. We've got Abby sitting like Mr. Burns. We have a pretty cool view though outside at this one. We can see a lot of, let me see if I can actually show you. Adam will turn the lamp off. There we go. So this is the Hilton here building. And you can see all the way out, the sun's gone down and there's lots of traffic on this side. There's a little helicopter going past. I've seen a lot of helicopters on this trip. We have also been given meal vouchers to use, so we can use one for tea and one for breakfast. But other than that, we don't have any room or any food for the whole day tomorrow until they get back to us. They said they're going to try and email everybody tonight to sort everybody another room out, because it's either how many rooms this hotel has, whether it's got availability for tomorrow, or whether we're all going to have to move to a different hotel that has availability. So we don't know what the plans are yet tomorrow, other than we've just to wait for an email and see what happens. But we're in now. I guess we should just go for tea. Me and Adam got plant-based burgers. These are the Impossible burgers, and we haven't tried these yet, with some big huge wedge fries. And then the kids both got fish and chips. We are right at the very end, the end room of this corridor. It's very long. I feel like we're in a horror movie. Guess where we are this morning? We busted the magic bands out of the suitcase. We have 1 day left on our park tickets because we didn't activate them until the Sunday when we arrived, which means we can use them Sunday today. And seeing as there was nothing else to do but sit in the hotel, We decided to come and spend our last day in Disney. We don't actually know where we're stopping tonight. We've left our bags with bell services, packed them all back up again, left them with bell services, but we don't actually know where we're staying tonight, but who cares? For the minute, we're back in Disney. Our first ride of the day is Guardians of the Galaxy for the third time. I got one this morning, woke up at 7 o'clock. We had our park reservation and I got a virtual queue for Guardians of the Galaxy, and they're calling us forward just as we got in. We should have been at home right now doing our dirty washing, and instead we're in the queue for Guardians of the Galaxy for the third time. We don't have our ride photo though, because I think our magic bands are disconnected and we didn't realise, but we did manage to get in the park with them. It just didn't link our photos, so I will have to request that, because if you do get lost photos or photos of a different family instead of yourself, you can contact with a date and a rough time and they will try their best to sort it out for you. But then we went to the Mexico Pavilion and did, what's the ride called?
Grand Fiesta Tour.
The Grand Fiesta Tour, the little boat ride again. We've made our way all the way around to France, and we're going to do the boardwalk because this is one thing we wanted to do and never just had time to do it. So we're going over to the boardwalk area now and probably get some dinner over there if we find anything. But it is now 11:34 and we have had no contact from Virgin whatsoever. I filled a form in to say that it's like your away from home form where they try to sort you out, but they haven't emailed us to let us know. We checked with the check-in desk this morning at the hotel whether other guests in the same position as us had managed to find out any information, and they said we're all in the same boat. So I don't know if there's people still back at the hotel and they've got some information, or they're just as clueless as us, but we decided we weren't going to sit around. We were going to use our magic bands again and come to Disney, because there's one thing when we went to Universal, because we had a really bad day yesterday in Universal in general. We said we wished we had finished the holiday at Disney, and now we get to do that today. So this is the whole boardwalk area. It wraps all the way around. A few little deli options, ice cream parlours, things like that, but we are going to head over to this hotel here, which is I think the Beach and Yacht Club. There's two hotels next to each other, and see if we can get in there to order some food from their pool bars. More burgers. Kai went for a Impossible Burger, which is one of the vegetarian options. I went for I ordered a turkey and Swiss, but I think it might be ham. But they don't mess around with the fillings. I'm having to use a knife and fork because it is so big. One ride we haven't done yet is Frozen, so we're going to queue for this one. It's now 3 o'clock in the afternoon and we are finished with Epcot. We did a little bit more shopping, or Kai did a little bit more shopping, spent more money, but we are now catching the monorail over to Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom again has an early shutting time, so we're still not going to see the fireworks, but I do want to buy something Mickey shaped from Main Street because I didn't get any sort of cookie or marshmallow pop last time I was here. So I'm going to get one of those. Little update on the plane or the hotel situation. They still haven't got back to us. I had to ring a UK number because for some reason we couldn't ring a US number, and I had to speak to a lady in the UK who said she would email them, but there was nothing that she could do, and we should just pay for the hotel and then claim it back afterwards. But it's not good when you've not heard anything from the people who sorted you out at the airport, and they've probably left all the other passengers, or we're assuming they have, who have all been sat in the hotel, who have checked out at 11 AM and it's now 3 PM and I don't know, they've just sat there waiting for information. myself a chocolate chip Mickey cookie from the confectionery, and it is way bigger than my hand. It's absolutely huge. I'm now part way through my cookie, and Kai is eating my leftover half a sandwich from lunchtime because it was so big. The size of it.
Is this haunted room actually stretching?
That's what I was going to say on it.
I nearly fell straight on the floor here. We have been on Haunted Mansion, and we're now sitting ready for another viewing of Fill Our Magic because it's one of Abby's favourites. Somebody jumped at that as well, didn't they?
What?
Jumped at the Fill Our Magic.
No, I was like,
Did.
someone shot at me. I was like,
Now that you're here,
Lights are coming on. Fill Our Magic was very good as usual. If you have chance to see it, definitely go in. It's only like a little 3D show, but it's really good. I can't believe we didn't come in this shop the entire time we were here. We found it next to Gaston's Tavern, and it's full of Jim Shore ornaments, and it's got lots of artwork, prints you can buy. Madame Leota. Found Nanny. She's going to watch this and hear that. Abby just said that she found Nanny.
Nanny already knows that Nanny looks like that. That's a picture of it to her.
Kai having another look at the artwork. He's already bought several.
alright, peruse.
Cinderella. Abby said that looks like Judge Orinda. Yeah. There's lots of Beauty and the Beast stuff obviously in this shop.
What is it?
It's Kai's phone.
A throw.
In Thoreau. Let's have a look. It's the Walt and Mickey statue Thoreau. That's a cool one I found of the Haunted Mansion with the hitchhiking ghosts outside. These size are $35. And then they have a mini version for $25. This one's a cool one of Maleficent. And this very detailed castle is £395, but the detail is absolutely insane. Stunning.
Lush.
Not lush. Do not like the word lush.
That water
Look
is
at
lush.
Oh, that's very good. Lots of detail, even the bricks. Look at all the bricks.
Camera's very cinematic.
Very nice. We are going on Ariel again for the third time. It's getting dark and we have to be out of this park for 6 tonight because of the party, and we've got 10 minutes, so we're going on this last ride. Kai is contemplating buying a lounge flyby and another notebook, which means we have to go back to Epcot after we finish this, or we need to catch up. This queue is moving so quick. How far we've got round? No, there's no queue really, we're just walking through the queue.
Oh, yeah, we have just walked up.
Oh, we're on it.
under the sea, something about her.
Was that good?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Mind your step. We've got a green castle now. All bright green. And now the castle has snowflakes on. We've got to see it with lots of its different outfits on. Its Christmas outfit the other night, and now we have blue snowflakes and partial green on the top. Main Street is very, very pretty at night, but it's also very, very busy when everyone's trying to leave. But all the lights are on, it just looks so good. That tree, look at it. Look at it. We're back at Epcot again for the night, squeezing the most out of our extra unplanned day. It has been a lot cooler today though. The high has been 24, and when it was 24 it was still really warm, but you can tell the colds are, like I think it's about 18 and 19 now, which doesn't sound very cold at home, but here I definitely need a cardigan or a jacket. It's getting quite chilly now. We decided to try coming to the Japan Pavilion for tea. So we have a chicken cutlet curry. So we've got the breaded chicken, rice, curry and veg. Abby got a kids beef and shrimp teriyaki. So you get all of that. Comes with a cookie and a drink. And Kai got the kids chicken teriyaki. Kai has made even more purchases and run out of money.
No.
You have.
No, I've run out of money on the Disney fund. I've got my own money that I can send over.
20% interest rate. Gotta make money somehow.
No.
So
I've run out of money.
all of his spending money and overspent the spending money because he cannot stop buying.
Yes.
It is nearly Epcot's closing time now, and Abby has requested the last ride of our trip be Figment because she's fallen in love with Figment, the purple dragon. So that's going to be our last ride, and then we have to go back to the Hilton, collect our bags from Bell Service. Then we have to get another Uber because we ended up booking a stay at All Star Movies, which is a Disney hotel, because it was a similar price to what Hilton would have been, except we'll probably choose better. We've got better choice of food at Disney than we did at the Hilton because we weren't really, it was hard to choose what we wanted. And it also means we have our free Disney transport if we want to go and look around Disney Springs, because we obviously can't do the parks tomorrow, but we'll have access to Disney Springs, we'll have access to all the other resorts if we want to go resort hopping and have a look at them, which is better than sitting in a Hilton where the food is very expensive and stuff that we don't want to eat. So we ended up booking ourselves into All Star Movies.
Kai's updates. Yeah.
Kai's updates. We are in the Hilton trying to get a Uber to All Stars Music, but we can't get on the internet.
That's why it was movies.
All Star Movies even. We can't get on the internet. We're going to try and use my internet because I get free American internet, but my phone's dead and the power bank is dead and all, so we've had to plug it in to this skanky Hilton couch.
This cat's so skanky.
Well, this rubbish Hilton couch.
Room tour number 4 of the trip. This is the room at All Star Movies. We are in the 101 Dalmatians area because they have a few different themed areas. As you come in, you have your little coffee bit, you have your mini fridge, TV with your name on it again, a music playing. We've just turned that down a minute. We have our bed with artwork above it, and this is a table with 2 chairs that actually turns into another bed, so we're going to be pulling that down in a second to see what picture is behind there. I haven't been in the bathroom yet, got this far. We've literally just got here. We have our mini wardrobe to the right, ironing board hanging up, iron, hairdryer, large mirror, 1 sink. We had 2 at Port Orleans, and toilet with bath and shower with a screen. We are here in another Disney hotel. We got all the Disney smells from the lobby. We will probably be exploring this morning. Adam likes the 50th anniversary scent that they've got in all the hotels at the minute. But we're going to undo this next and see if we can turn it into a bed. We're pulling this handle down, the table folds, and it is, what? I need to move the chairs. And we have DuckTales on the inside. What was that? Everybody's absolutely knackered now. I can tell you knackered because Kai turned around to me in the Uber and went, "That's a nice car park." Oh, absolutely knackered. Who says that it's a nice car?
It was nice in terms of architectural design.
This is our picture. The bed has already got a sheet and things on it. So I guess we just have to find some pillows. I think everybody's ready for bed. What time is it? It's just gone 11 o'clock, so we really have squeezed the most out of our extra unplanned day. And we're going to probably do the same tomorrow. Now Monday the 12th of December, should have been home by now, but it is lows of 15 and highs of 22 today, so a lot lower. We're actually in our travel home outfit, so I'm in leggings today rather than anything short, and you need it today because it is a little bit chilly. I might even put my jacket on. We're just having a little look around All Star Movies this morning. We've been for breakfast, had some more Mickey waffles, but we are walking past the 101 Dalmatians resort, so it's got all little Dalmatians and bones, and I love the stairs. I'll have to show you the stairs. They're like massive fire hydrants. Some of the walls have Dalmatian print on. We have huge figures of the two Dalmatians, Pongo and Perdita, and there's a cute little one sitting over here watching TV. Standing underneath one now, so this is Kai for reference. I cannot believe how big they are. So here he is, stood underneath. Look at the size of that. I was just saying, I don't know how they managed to make things. Like, if they had to get this ship, can you imagine this coming down the motorway on the back of a massive truck? I just don't know how they do it. I'm gonna have to talk over this because Mariah is blasting out in the background. I can't believe how close we are to Christmas now. It doesn't feel like Christmas when the weather is so warm. But we are in the Mighty Ducks area, which is next to 101 Dalmatians. And they have a pool in the middle of this one. Little goofies over there in the net, and that's the fire hydrant. They've got a few fire hydrants, and they're the stairs on the 101 Dalmatians buildings. That's into the Christmas song. I can't put it in, I've got to talk over it because of copyright. These are the buildings with the big hockey sticks on, and their stairs are net. I don't think this one looks quite as good as the Dalmatians one, but they do have a Toy Story one and a Love Bug one still to look at. Here are the Herbie buildings, huge tools up, and you can have your picture taken with a little car as well. And then just on the left, if you turn up here, you then have the Fantasia buildings, where these have the enchanted broomsticks outside, and the stairs are huge books for this one. These are pretty huge as well, go all the way up the side of the building. And that's how close we are. That is the main lobby with your food court in and your check-in area, and right there is the start of the Dalmatians building, and we're just round the back, so we've got quite a close room really. And on the other side of the lobby is the Toy Story area, and these sets of stairs are the big army buckets, the little army men buckets. And we should have a very large Buzz on this side and Woody on this side. Like this little bit in the centre, entering Andy's room. Oh my, look at the size of Woody. We are all checked out. Our bags are at Bell Services for like the 600th time, and we've caught a bus to come to Disney Springs. We have probably about an hour and a half to just have a little look around before then we have to set off back to get an Uber back to the airport, which hopefully should go fine this time, we hope. Don't plan on buying anything really today. We're just having a little browse to see. There's no more room in the cases. The cases have all been locked and they're all strapped up, so we're not buying anything else. We're done at Disney Springs, so we've decided to catch the bus to the Grand Floridian to go and look at the giant gingerbread houses. There's a bus in, but the walk has been so long that we have just given up, so if it sets off, it sets off, but it's been sat here a while. Let's hope we can get on it. And it's a Lion King bus. We picked up our dinner to go in one of these little bags. We went to, what was it called? Gasparilla Island Grill at the Grand Floridian. It's getting a little bit close now, so we need to head towards either the boat or the monorail to make it over to Magic Kingdom, so then we can go and get the bus back to All Star Movies to collect our bags and book our Uber. So we have a portion of chips and Kai got chicken nuggets and chips. Sadly we won't be going in there today, just walking past it, but it's turned out to be such a nice day. It's one of those where it's not too hot at the moment. I'm in my leggings and t-shirt and I'm quite comfy, but we're on our way to the bus station to get to All Star Movies. We are now at the airport. We've done all security and check-in, and we are actually sat in the Delta Sky Lounge. We've been given access because Kai has been given a seat with a wonky tray table, so it took a while to sort everything out. But apparently, because they couldn't move him, the flight is completely full, so they can't move him. So as a way of sorry, we've got like a letter to explain that the table doesn't work, and they've given access to the Sky Lounge. So we're sat here. Adam's got a piece of cake. I have had a cookie. We've got lemonade. And Kai has been and got some ham and cheese sandwiches. So you might be alright now, eating on your knee, but when you're on the plane, Kai doesn't have a tray table. And Abby is lounging on one of the seats. The actual Sky Lounge though is really busy. We had to queue to get in, so it's very, very, very busy. Now he's on a tortellini creamy tomato pasta. Abby has got herself some sandwiches and meat. A slice of meat. We are nearly ready to board the plane, so we are making our way to gate number 83. It's down here, gates 80 to 89, so we've spent our time in the Sky Club and we're now getting on the plane. Here we go, we're finally getting on. The flight is delayed a little bit because of this bridge wasn't working, so we're getting on a bit later than usual.
Are we in any of these seats? Because this is cool.
It's alright. Let's go. This is Kai with his broken table.
Are we sat in here then?
Yes. You're sat there.
I thought you went round the wrong way.
I'll be sat in there.
Do you know what? I used to watch YouTube videos in the Corona. I watch all these YouTube videos of people sitting in first class and that and reviewing it. And now I can't tell my I can't tell my private story.
We've got a PS Vita.
Yeah, probably the middle ones are the best.
One's died, so I can't tell.
You're in 8K, darling. You're down there.
$2.
Bye, Adam.
See you in 9 hours.
Adam had to move seats because obviously there's only us three sat together and he has to sit down there.
Surprise when we turned left. I was like, dude, why you going? No, mate, but I'm nearly full. Probably shouldn't have ordered it.
are finally back home. As you will have seen, the car had its bonnet up because it wouldn't start. So we had to get a jump start. Luckily, we're free if you stop at the meet and greet. It's part of the package where you get a jump start if you need one, or at least some mechanical assistance. So luckily that worked. We came home and I scheduled for the heating to come on so it would be nice and toasty warm for when we arrived. But every time I checked the heating, it was going down rather than up. And it got to 11 degrees. That's how cold it is in the house at the moment. And we arrived back to a very wet worktop. It had spread all across both worktops. It was on the floor, so the boiler had leaked again. If you are a regular vlog watcher of my usual like Cake Life vlogs, you'll know just how many leaks we usually have, so it probably came as no surprise. So we've just had the boiler man out. He has managed to fix it. The heating has come back on. I've got a hot water bottle that Adam has made, a blanket, but we will soon warm up. What I didn't show on the plane is the goodie bag that we received. The plane trip on the way back was so quick. It felt to me more like a 4-hour flight because we had our meal. I turned it into a bed. I went to sleep. I woke up and there was like an hour and a bit left. So to me, the flight went really quick. Adam didn't go to sleep. You just watched a couple of films, didn't you? Abby couldn't really sleep. Kai went to sleep. But we got these little free goodie bags. And I'll just quickly show you what's inside. You get a little toothbrush. Everything is sustainable or recycled. We have earplugs. A Virgin Atlantic pen. It's all like craft paper stuff. We've got a mini toothpaste. A mini lip balm. A mini day cream. Black flight socks. A hand cream and an eye mask. Now apparently they used to give you pyjamas, but we didn't get any pyjamas, but we did obviously bring home, because we were in upper class, we brought home the little they do have names. I've forgotten the names of these. It has a name, but you are supposed to bring them home because at the bottom it says pinched from Virgin Atlantic, so they know you take these home. And they're little salt and pepper ones. We have loads of these because you get given one with your tea and one with your breakfast. What everybody wants to know is, did the cookie jar make it home? I haven't opened it yet. It's been through Port Orleans Bell Service. It's been through Universal Portofino Bay's Bell Service. It's been through Hilton's Bell Service. It's been through All Star Movies Bell Service, and between several Ubers and onto the plane. So we're going to open it now and see if the cookie jar has made it. The fragile stickers were put on by Port Orleans, and then we had an extra fragile sticker from All Star Movies. The Universal and the Hilton didn't bother putting any extra stickers on or anything, but here we go. It's wrapped up in this netted craft paper. We tipped it upside down and put a couple of cardigans inside of it just to fill space. The lid is buried underneath a few cardigans. Did the lid make it?
Seems to be.
Yeah, the lid is fine. Lots of jackets and soft cardigans around it. So this is how we packed it. As you lift it up. Oh my, there's my cardigan. Oh, it's in one piece. Is there any cracks in it or anything?
Can't see
any chips? No, it looks like it's in one piece.
I'm holding it very gently. It's in one piece.
Yes.
So it can be done.
It can be done. This is hand luggage as well. So, it did poke out the lid a little bit. That's why we had this across the top and a couple of cardigans to kind of save the feet that were sticking out of the lid. But this was just regular sized hand luggage, and it just about fit in there. So,
definitely
yay!
not a check bag item.
Cookie jar. No, I wouldn't have put it in a check bag. But Kai has requested that we film a haul video because he's the one that's done the most shopping. So watch out for that video. I don't know whether that will come in between the vlogs. I haven't even looked at any of the footage. I have no idea what it's like. Hopefully it's been okay, because this will be one of the last ones you watch. Will be another video probably of my tips or thoughts on the whole holiday and how much we spent on the holiday as well, because everybody can do it completely different, as dear or as cheap as they want. So keep a watch out for that, and the regular vlogs will resume after this one. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed all the videos, and I will see you in the next one.